pride, faith, and joy. You are a star. Don't you know I love you more? 'Cause you are my star. I say one day I know you will be a star and the whole world will come looking for you. Oh, one day I know you will be a star and the whole world will come looking for you. Please don't say it's wrong when I'm away for long. In my heart, I know you'll be holding on. You're a star. You my pride, faith, and joy. You got a deal. I just want you to feel this is real. Don't you see me cry? My heart reach out to you. Yes, yes, I want you to know. Yes, I want you to know. Yeah, stay blessed. See, I know one day you'll be a star and the whole world will come looking for you. Say, I know one day you'll be a star and the whole world will come looking for you. Please don't say it's wrong when I'm away for long. In my heart,
I want to welcome to Salon TV Live 1 in collaboration with WIAD as we continue with serialization of the topic Sierra Leone Decide, June 24, 2023. Today we get the Honorable from the APC party, Honorable ABDUL KARGBO. We can help we dissect some of the issues there. We want to get for take into account, we want to make decision for who to vote for. Now this upcoming general election, June 2023. So ladies and gentlemen, fellow Sierra Leoneans, as soon as the January, we will not begin share the program far and wide. We will like and follow the platform as well. And today, on Friday, the 28th of April, 2023, in our co-host and presenter, Mohamed Kamara, popularly known as Supermed. I will stop here and hand over to the brother we do to from WIAD TV, Mr. Shengbe Pierre. Over to you.
Famole muna kushe enuna adu. We are don't come back TJ for come talk about things where they happen. Now we on sweet yard salon. Now we on. Whoa, we let for do them bad things them. We they feel a more salon. Now we on. Whoa, we had in collaboration with Salon TV Live 1. My name is Sembe Pierre, the freedom fighter. Well, we don't come today for we talk about different things them where they happen inside the country. Well, Usai the opposition don't sit down for this election. Already they don't be. Well, just today we see imagine issue them. Things them don't they come up. Things them don't they happen along the way, you know, from one area to the other, from one party to the other, from courts, this and that. So all of them things that they do for you, follow we just know what exactly they happen. One time in the way you be not the raise concern, you be not they ask a question, say, wait to, for say Samura Kamara go stand inside the 2023 election, or you no go team up, or for say in picture go dede, or you no go dede, for say then go disqualify, or you go qualify. All of them questions then you be not they ask. Well, today the result don't begin come for you, and this and other things them they inside the program where we can discuss inside today. As Justice Adrian Fisher, the latest information that it don't adjourn the case of the case where between the state, Samura Kamara and other one them, so July 14, 2023. So no go no sayo. For the other person benefit from this, now for share the program. As we get Honorable ABDUL KARGBO. Honorable, we want to welcome you to this particular program today.
Thank you, Senge. You know, I enjoyed the song. I want to be promoter and a studio. I want to go for that song.
Thank you.
I enjoyed the song so much.
Thank
I
you very
want to
much.
go in a studio for that song.
I go ask Superman if I don't until you don't approve, I go ask if you don't ready for management.
Yes, definitely, because you need for get manager, and then definitely me go step up that side because can be playing a big artist and I do it as well.
And interestingly, since you talk about artists, yesterday we be host some great show now. So we think long-term artists them where now people in this world we know use for dance to them song then they all these them we see salon legend them like the John Blah, like the Otis Thompson, like the Vic Fauna, like the Cal Footprints, of course, now be handle this thing, and then you get different other people that will join me inside the program for let we actually enjoy it. So we independent yesterday, it be really cool, yeah. We enjoy them in as much as plenty people say something only for celebrate, but we be managed for enjoy them and we enjoy them well one. So I want for use this opportunity for tell thank you to all the one them we joined me inside the program yesterday because we be get like over 1,000 something we be the watch, and that shows say people really they appreciate the own property them we will say the legend. And of course we been get the wonderful David Vandy from the Voice of America always have been there with you inside the program, as we been talk about different things them yesterday. Maybe it be really nice as the discussion and be gone because we say salon independence heritage not for that, and indeed we need for maintain that heritage. If not to that one day we go end up for the side we not go even know we identity we we come out we say we the go waiting we picking them for benefit we not go know nothing. So it be just good that we actually get something like that and the way we start, and obviously we get for say our best we will continue for go on with the kind of thing and day. So one more time I want to tell everybody including we family members then we support we yesterday for make sure say this particular thing happen. And if you were to join me right now, actually been don't be part of that particular show there yesterday, you can still go and friend Salon Independent, and then you can be able to get very interesting program where we be able to get yesterday. So one more time, the one that we been getting now be Colin Spratt. They were always saying, oh, we like we salon. I'm not hear we because it's not like say look freeze.
Yes, I hear you now, loud and clear.
All right. And Colin Spratt, then we get Vic Fauna, we get Otis Thompson, we get John Blah, and we'll be joining me inside the program. Of course, we get two young artists. We in a Must Be from Paris, then we get as well we on board with a Niga and Craft we have been joining me. So one more time, thanks to the team we able for make that thing go on. So at the hand over to you over Superman for let we go on with the program.
Okay, then thank you very much. And we appreciate that program there yesterday greatly. It was a very good program, a very befitting one. Yes, very befitting one and timely one as well. So it was a very great program. We appreciate them greatly. Ladies and gentlemen, as well, the journey will follow and like, and we'll also share to other people. And because we get plenty team for unpack, as Shembe Pierre they say earlier on today. One of the first team force will one come now the states against Dr. Samura Matthew Wilson and others. We see the Judge Fisher don't make a ruling whether adjourn the case till July 14. And Honorable KARGBO, what are your assessment? How you see that particular ruling the way the justice passed that adjournment day? You think say it don't facilitate or it don't give great opportunity to Dr. Samura Kamara for continuing campaign unhindered? Because plenty Sierra Leoneans in the world say, well, how Dr. Samura go able to continue campaign when then court cases they always continue for going, not go get time. What's your assessment? What do you think?
Well, I feel say the cutting for contribute to in final say what's be happen in a parliament be open. The court injuncted 15 members of parliament.
I don't know. One for big Honorable Abdul KARGBO for let you go out of the meeting and come back inside because the network not the favor you.
Say they're not for vote for the speaker. So, they injunct them from
Honorable, the problem with your line. Look at the internet, the old you,
the
and I don't know whether you.
Okay.
Honorable Kabwe, you line
Yeah,
the
yes.
old.
Send the link now. Me have free cell phone. Like use me have free cell network back.
Okay, then yes, that would be much better. Yes. Okay, then thank you very much, Honorable.
All right, so
as well, you know, the Honorable just they go out.
Yes, whilst
or
we
change the connection, yes. So at least I'll go get them loud and clear because Tina Oga for unpack today from Mulem very, very important for us to get clear understanding of what's in the happening at the political landscape now in country. And today we get Honorable ABDUL KARGBO, as well as from Shengbe Pierre, for come ask plenty in them as we continue this realization of Sierra Leone Decide June 24, 2023. So that we all will be very much informed about the choices we're going to make. Because don't forget, so that choice they make June 24, now for the next 5 years. So if we make the wrong choice, now we're going to face the consequence. If we make the right choice, now we're going to forget the benefits. So it's entirely up to us for how we continue to watch them program and discussion there. So now we'll be very much informed. Now we assess them critically for the good of the country, Sierra Leone.
All right. So don't forget for like and share the program outside the watch reform. Superman, don't send the link for him.
Yeah, don't send the link for me, yes.
All right. So Lord just to go quickly and outside the watch reform, don't forget for share and like the program as well.
Okay, then thank you very much, Brother Shengbe Pierre. And again, Fambule Maswali, January today will get the Honorable ABDUL KARGBO where they come up from the APC party, where they can pose them question there also too. Una se go assess. And make up in a new mind.
Due to special request and popular demand,
for make June 24, it gets serious ramification for me and you and for the country in general. If we make the right decision, then it's good for the country. If we make the wrong decision, then we go for suffer the consequences. I think the Honorable ABDUL KARGBO don't join me back. Hello, Honorable, you hear me loud and clear?
due to special request and popular demand, the Champ and King must come back again with a remix. We come on a salon,
We come to England, oh yeah.
but we not run away.
We come for bed.
Why should they wait for Honorable? Look at say they get some sound.
We actually struggle for get Honorable, and we know we continue. We want for we really get the sound because everything we Honorable can pass on to we very much important. That will help you psychologically, for able for motivation, the way how you be the think and force not to so it will get for be. So but as we wait, I want for we go on small with a song, where we call unfortunately Superman no will get the sound band, so let's just continue with the talk small.
Yes.
So let's first of all go quickly. How you see the independence celebration yesterday?
No, the independence celebration was fantastic, and for Brinkam, they all artists and the way I can remember will be small, some of them. We don't they perform. Then 10 and the way we can say Salon be there in day one. And it's kind of unfortunate. Some of we all small. We meet up with Salon be there in day one small. It's really it was very nostalgic, and some of we nearly shed tears. But they reminisce 10 days then they back. And waiting with the first day like today in Sierra Leone. It is really sad and unfortunate. Some of we forefathers already don't go. If them they like today, then tell them say na so Salon they like today, they not go believe. Because ladies and gentlemen, for one of the young one them, we will be there in the late 70s, early 80s. It was really Salon be there when I say Salon. Now country before say if you be the work safe, either go they go take brand new motor car, just like them Western country, but they pay them small. Salon be get all them facilities again. I'm not gonna say we currency when they so they like hey, that currency won't be small now, 1-on-1 with the dollar.
So as we been watch yesterday and we say forget about politics, those artists where you go say na be your favorite amongst all the one that we performed yesterday.
No, I like that because I like John Blabak. I like Victor Fona. I mean, I like that song. That song where we let me Sierra Leone. It was, and it's true of we Sierra Leone.
Okay, so that one in a Colin Spratt, Ian King Masco.
Exactly, yes. I like that song definitely because it reflects waiting more Sierra Leoneans than they think about Saloon.
All right.
We Sierra Leoneans say we like we country.
Exactly. We do. It's just that some small things and they go on way not too cool. But let we go over. Honorable, you get to it clearly?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
I don't know if now. Okay, now we do.
Fantastic. Because the information the discussion we can get today, we want let everybody benefit. Nobody not for left behind with anything. And one thing by information, where you begin get there, in the line the ambog irritating, they enjoy, and we don't want let people just move like that because you know the commander in chief. Whenever you sit down they talk, people and get still they don't move at all. So you already know that today. And I want to give you one update quickly before you continue to TV the talk. We do one program now. Yeah, we put member of parliament them, newcomer them of the year. So we put you, Honorable Tawa. We put Honorable Kanda Yunkela and. I don't know be the other person, Honorable Martin Lamina. So we basically be ask who that then consider for be the best. So in my opinion, I've been saying, for me, if I for choose, I'd choose you and Honorable Ibrahim Tawa, because of reasons then. Oh God. But they 99% of the people that we call, we be the comment, all man be the root for one green person. And you know that?
Mm-hmm. Now that.
Honorable ABDUL KARGBO. So
wow.
they actually, admire the things them way you don't do throughout the parliament.
Wow. Wow.
And they be really they down with you. The way how you defend the salon, the way how you stand up for salon, in as much as your life been there at risk, but you stand up and look at waiting exactly, go be the bad part of your life tomorrow, but rather you think of outside the country they go. So a lot of people they even force we say, "Lo, no look just na parliament, lo look in and out of parliament." Say, even at your party, the role you play for stand for the people, all of them things, and they knowing not the way they for say you know to the best for the people's interest. So this now been the latest thing we get now. So and we want for on behalf of the family members, they want for say congratulations because they recognize the work we do in the parliament. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, and also I want to tell the people and thank you for where they repose confidence in me. Sometimes and they na the joy and they of waiting we do so. If na money will be want, we know they do am. If na fame will be want, we know they do am because then go lock you in a cell. And some of we sleep in a cell just because we believe in waiting we believe for. And then say if you not get nothing for stand for, you will lay down for everything. So some of we don't give we life as a sacrificial lamb. For make sure say the right thing happen in our country. Now Mother Teresa now say life is not worthwhile until it is lived for others. Mahatma Gandhi said the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Reverend Dr. Chibundu say if you are in this generation and you do not positively affect this generation, you are a minus to this generation. It would have been better you never existed in this generation. So we don't want to be minuses. We want to give you sacrificial commitment to the country because Salon now picking and day now everybody they APC, SLPP, then they come and then they go. But waiting they stand our country. They say that go through you get for tot, now it stay go dirty before it total. Now we get for correct this system. So basically I want to seize this opportunity for tell the people and thank you for where they repose confidence in me. And then I feel I want to watch the program. I would have loved to have watched the program. Because basically we joy all now the appreciation of people on in waiting.
Okay, we will share the link with you anyway.
Okay, no worries, no worries.
And I not be even know say na so Yusuf na motivational speaker because this short term we just begin talk so just the quotation, just the parable and waiting them, it inspire a lot of people them as well. How for impact positively in a society. I go look forward for the day we could just talk about you generally. Your work, the journey.
Yes, sir.
In parliament, the first term when you go to parliament, you impact. Sorry that we don't actually, move from the way you want for talk about, but I think say this is the thing where people actually get interest on because I see the impact with that program they create, and I see the way how people somebody even want beat me say Flan or call Ibrahim to our content. They say yes, I've always do go for you because you're not just the best, you're not just the best. But we like for do something, in as much as somebody not belong to that party where other person go feel say it belong. But if you do something where it stand for the people that we get for talk about we not just get for look one side to the coin, and at that exact to be the time for do with Ibrahim Tower content. But even with that, Mr. Self go in for you because you're not like the voice, the speaker in the parliament. I know they talk about the speaker where they sit down at the seat, but you're like every other the way you team up. They do nothing past now. They like the people in voice just they come out of your mouth, just they come out of your mouth. Issue by issue, issue by issue. From you market yourself. You market yourself in as much as you're not doing for popularity, you're not doing for fame, but you market yourself. I must confess, yeah.
Thank you.
You hardly get member of parliament, but now you get a lot of people within the parliament they come out. It's either in the bank table like this. Or something and just sit down, take salary, or at the end of the day, whatever, then that's it. You don't know. But you make sure say, and I want to confess again, not to follow you that kind of way, but the truth of the matter is, in your estimation, your opinion, even the leader, when are the opposition leader in the parliament, you stand up. You really, really stand up than any other person where me don't see and the monitor on a parliament because I can let for watch parliament in the page when they live stream like every other program we don't see, we really don't see. Lot of like for saying now you're not the only person but you take the lead in as much as to the leader. And one thing where people love you for again, the interview we do on 98.1, that one if Rageman can say na banger because you show leadership quality, whereas not only people want for you, but I want for making you feel waiting people let me know they give you that day when watch that program there. And while you actually feel say you very much important. They ace yourself up because that word then gets on and say if you ace yourself up, God will let you down. But in the case of Usa, you be submissive. You just want for stand for what you believe on. God will elevate you. And that's exactly that one that we see in you. The way you articulate issue, the way you research. I know you do a lot of research, but the role where you really play as a first timer, you break the thing, you break the glass ceiling. So that is why again I be always they look at the other man from the SLPP, Ibrahim Tower, because in as much as it gets some point where a back down, from the original cause, but it be really want for stand up. Now, the first thing is in a democratic, dispensation where we see, opposition member the challenge in your party on certain issue. I know the other day you talk say, do that because they know they're not going to arrest you. Very correct. But at the same time, a lot of people in the way for we don't do something like but they not do them. But in try. So for the mere fact, in try, it do certain things them. For we feel say it do well and we appreciate them for that. We tell and thank you, because not to empathy at that particular point. Now, but the country and it stand up against ministers, heads of power, states and the tell in a being chairman, so una do extremely well. You alone, you really try as a first timer. You go be that kind of person where anybody where they go to parliament for look up to. And I just hope say when you go back. Now one thing I want to say, let God protect and guide you as you return back to parliament. Because I'm not saying if even because when you go back now, we get for watch you now. If even we will not get for win election, if the people decide on that, we will watch you and we go monitor for see if that kind way I be vibrant. Now so you go be back because no way not there at any point in time, any government, the people need somebody where they stand up. The other day, kind of people let me look at them say if I become the Malema But it tell we plain one say no to Malema in a kind of Yumkela. In just do things when feel it's supposed to do. So it disappoints people. So we not expect you as you go back for go disappoint, we in the next time. So one more time, congratulations for the role you play. Thank you very much. And let God give you the strength for stand up for the people of Salone again. Thank you.
Okay, then thank you very much, Brother Shengbe Pierre, for that. I mean, again, the Honorable Self will go back and listen to that particular video there, and you will see people and say directly, live and direct, and he says Self go, it will be feel proud, like where Shengbe Pierre, like where they say no more. So it is good for that person stand up for the people, for the interest of the country, for the interest of the people, and because the appreciation way they get, it pass anything, it pass any kind of gentry. Just imagine anytime you go, people they appreciate you greatly. Now that's more man for young for in life. For let you do something where people they really appreciate, people they really treasure you. If you know they safe again, people they go say, hey, but this particular person, if they see you picking you daddy or you grandpa, now them be fed for one of this country and they talk for we. That is very, very important. And we hope and pray that the Honorable will continue in that trend day. And again, I think that people from your own party perspective as well. Then see when you stand up, when the party they face all kind challenges where people in the type of pull the party, you stand up and make sure say you do what you're supposed to do, and the party be able to carry on. So I think people that the APC party appreciate you. Honorable, I want we go back, but this discussion will get today. This verdict, this decision where the judge make Justice Edian Fisher in terms of the adjournment of the case, where plenty of people say, well, now the right decision because at least he allow Dr. Samura Kamara for concentrate on the campaign. What's now your own assessment at the APC about this particular value or the whole trial itself?
Before I go to the question, basically, I just react to some of the sentiment they all don't say, towards me. Firstly, I want to say with all my heart that Ibrahim Tower content a very good MP. Himself now member of parliament where they do extensive research. Himself they read. Himself now somebody where they see the truth, they talk am. Regardless of the fact saying in party, not to in party. So to me, is also a very good MP. Somebody where we can able to join forces for say we come with change in our society. But like I say, anytime we take up a cause, you get for ready for the consequences then of that cause the way you take up. If I not been take up this cause for be outspoken in parliament, I not forever see the cell. I not for sleep in a cell with common criminals. Or while sleep in a cell with common criminals, I for don't say well, now because of the talk, make they don't go lock me in a cell, la left for talk. Once you don't take the cause, your conscience tell you say this cause is genuine. This cause is for the people. Not enough for shaky from that cause day. Even if then they say no, me I no go parliament again, I no mind. I know say now because of the right cause. And Sierra Leone at this point in time, we need people that will stand for the throat, regardless of whatsoever intimidation. Because they bend people in Ademboku. Then they are all political parties. They bend people in Ademboku. So if you're not able to stand the test of time, you go succumb. You go say no, are they giving? You see? And the way Sembe PSA, me, they look forward to when me party Kanapa. And me sure say June 24th, me party the Kanapawa. And if me party Kanapawa, me in a parliament, I'm 100% sure say whatsoever thing I do now for the good of me party and now for the good of the nation. Most times, waiting on box alone, when people learn do bad, just because we're in the common at the same party, we cover them, we garnish them. If you look ACC today, they're not they run against SLPP person. I like you why it thief how many money in your own business. Once you're in a system person and they protect you. Ali Kabawe go return that sum of money for that chance rebuilding. Then they protect her. For leaving let them put in name na the press release. They're not doing. You understand? The Chinese guys the way Kai lost. They never put anybody in name. They sack people and then call them back say una can work because una system people them. Until Salon go to that stage day. When APC they look in company APC man, he say, but what you do so you're not correct for this country? Will they bring you can to book for what you do until we reach that stage, now we go say yes. And then they say bad they exist in our community, not because of bad people and Boko. Now because the good people and keep quiet. Or the good people and decide for join the bad people. You see? You know, I share stage with Tawa and Kande Yumkela na 98.1. And Kande Yumkela tell them categorically clear. In one of the people where they victimize in parliament. In one of the people where they inferiorate in parliament. In one of the people where they molest in parliament. Then give the leaders the all motoka in the not gear motoka. Just because it was a critique of the government. It did tell the government, say, no, this one they do not correct, this one they do not correct, this one they do not correct. Until I said the president say, can the Yumkel and possibly get brain and possibly go look for pitch 10 tweets for work. Now I say, but the president knew this all this whilst you were in parliament. The president will say you get brain. Why they not call you for help in governance? Now elections, and they can't call you say, go help with for win elections. I tell her, highly likely say he will be dumped. He unfortunate say they're not the win. But if there's a situation where them for win, then for don't dump her after the elections. You see, it will be dumped. You see, and it not fine. Wait till me not like, but young people them and other people them. If I don't stand say, are very critical of this government. Waiting and they do not correct. Waiting and they do so, I don't oppose her, I don't oppose her, I don't oppose her. And then they see me safe. The same me for can they begin to praise the government back party why I don't oppose them. Just because they give me space. Now I make I say the offer where they make to NGC now a selfish offer. Now for the elites, they make that offer, the selfish offer. And then the elites, they don't shape the positions there. They give them 10 positions and say some ambassadorial, some ministers, some deputy ministers. They don't shape among themselves. So they want to drag the innocent people them for go support the bad. Then they all shape the positions them. And to man, then get for enjoy the position then and then dump them followers them. Yeah? Because genuinely speaking, all of them will don't be critical of government's position.
All right, you still in watch.
They don't see the key.
Salon TV Live 1. You get me, Honorable? You get me?
No, unmute yourself.
You mute. You mic mute. All right. You still watch we live on Salon TV Live 1 and we add now YouTube Salon TV Live 1 now Facebook. So please you will join we now for share like where we say don't do for share now we on page. This program we get Honorable ABDUL KARGBO. We basically we don't transmit on a message to them about what you think about them. We instead of doing a respond to now and I don't talk about two member of parliament them. We basically don't talk. But I go want to ask about one member of parliament again. We're not the number 4 person. We're in our first timer. We're in a Sam as in Lamina. So and after that we can go proper one into the issue of the court case between Samura Kamara, the state Samura Kamara and the others. Yeah. So this is not the information. So if you join me now, 771 on YouTube, where the watch we right now with 203 likes. Please increase the likes for we. Please share the program so we will get more people for come inside and benefit from all of this kind of discussion we will get. And Salon TV Live 1, we get 138. If you watch we na YouTube or na Facebook, you normally can watch on Facebook, please now go over to Salon TV Live 1. The link there now we add, just press the link and then it will take you. Thank you very much. You don't go to 140. And don't forget for share them and like them as well. So a lot of people are going for know what exactly they happen now. So we actually try to get again. Honorable ABDUL KARGBO.
Sorry.
Okay. So you get to clear one?
Yes, I get to clear.
All right, so there we go. You actually when they talk about honorable KKY, and the others, yes. And I go really let for comment again on the number 4 person will be put on the list when I say Emasi Lamina, Yes.
Sir Emasi Lamina himself na very good MP. In terms of in research, in terms of in grammatization, is a very, very good MP. But now one thing is stubborn at this session. Now the grudge where he gets against APC.
Yes.
He not allow him for being true self. He was so inimical to APC that even when he see the two, he ban him just for attack APC. And if you they do anything with an ulterior motive, they will get you true self into doing the thing. So in SF, everybody be know that he was going to join SLPP. Yeah. So not on news. But waiting and go surprise pa Now that out of 8 MPs from Kono, now only 3 go SLPP. Out of 8, now only 3 go SLPP. You know, and remember say, now in same one go now the CPA, the Caribbean Parliament, we go talk say, let them warn the British High Commissioner. No, what say the ambassador, the EU ambassador, say it infiltrates into the politics, that it talk for the opposition. That was a paid up program.
Very important information. Internet, network, please release them. If I will get some of them, and the last time this week we'll discuss the issues there, and we're not going for discuss them again because by the time we Marana, we get for the discuss other issues them, we get for do it, you know, the election proper one. But finally we'll get about then key player there, so the role with them play. Yes. So Super Media, you've been just talk about, you know, Saya Masilamina. You know, I've been noticed from the onset. I know Saya Masilamina very much bitter about the APC. I know that because of the way how they remove him as, you know, mayor na Kwedo's new Sembeo City Council.
And it's really unfortunate, Brother Shengbe Pierre, because you know what you do? When you did in a parliament, you did it for the interest of the people. So whatever personal grudge you get for come off from them completely. Because in they help you for they go able to discharge your job diligently for the interest of the country. Say, okay, listen, you don't beat me before. You don't cost me before. You don't do me all kinds of things before. But I'm not going to look at that. I'm going to look at the facts. I'm going to look at what's in there in front of me and deal with them for the interest of Huda, for the people. You know, the parliament is the people's parliament.
Superman, you know, unfortunate. The thing where the country don't experience the grudge, badat, the kind of tonangi, you know, it will get for impact this election seriously.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right.
And in my opinion, this election not all about ideas, because the politicians they move them from ideas to something we get for do with personal things. Them you get for do with tribe, you get for do with, you know, na this you been doing, this, you know, a lot of people know they actually look at waiting them for do for make the people and benefit. Rather, now waiting we for do for let we benefit.
And again, the one thing where you talk just the way they try for talk to ABDUL KARGBO, where they talk, waiting people and think better. Who's gently way past that one day? People like Nelson Mandela will suffer. Say don't pass so. It not big money, not gently. You know they compare out plenty African leaders them. But 30 days, the legacy where he left. The way people they bless them worldwide. The way people they talking good name. That can bless in the next world. You know, go in type no go there. This is, you know, if Mrs. Nelson Mandela and Pekin, the proud one go get. You know, for say people are so old me daddy. In short and high esteem because of what you dedicate in life, despite all the consequences for the interest of the people. Now this making odd Sierra Leoneans even people they work at them key institutions last like the ECSL, the PPRC, the Electoral Commission, all of these institutions. Una take them say una decision una they make. It's so encompassing on the people of Sierra Leone, so much so that if we do the wrong thing, the consequences, not of for today, now years to come.
Who would that tell you say a lot of them concern?
But that's I just cannot understand why they not go concern. Because again, you
talk about Nelson Mandela, and even the talk say if you not be in Pekin, you know what in that mean? It should say Nelson Mandela he actually defend, he protect, you know, a family name. But in the case of we own country, we politicians them, they don't care. As long as they get routine, they go able to forget that particular time day. It no matter if they come out of that particular politics day, then they go get enemy. They don't care. Then just want wait immediately. That is why you think say most people they won't go inside politics right now. Because of waiting them feel say they can get, and not to waiting them feel say they can offer to the country. And they see, like for example, the other time they talk about the Minister of health. They say, I be all big position. He work this. He like in country. I make he cannot in country like. Now the benefit where he can't get now like. You know, for example, even when they work in America, they work in CDC, they work in this and that. The facility, the privileges the way he gets as he work inside St. Laurent as minister, you know they ever get in America. And one thing I oversee, the more you get salary, the more you taxes them, they go up.
Absolutely.
Yes. So in salon, he get allowance for wardrobe. He get rent allowance. But Superman, let's be honest. Then they give a wardrobe allowance na oversee.
Not at all. Absolutely not.
That. So not so, because by the time they pay, let's say they pay $10,000 for month. By the time in house where they live, number one, the government not the gear any house where government there like then social host the government not the gear. Then they expect her for go for private house where very expensive compared to in salary. And in fact, when you go rent them, then they ask you what's your salary. Now based on that, you know who's house where they send you. So the more you get the money, the more you pay rent, the more you pay electricity, you pay gas, you pay. So not to the country they like, man. Now the way how they can save more money. So nobody no go tell me that what they.
No, but the thing what me try for emphasize here, brother Shengme Pierre, is the fact that when you're not Sierra Leonean, yes, you get your nice Jeep and every way they drive, but just take a drive around Freetown and see you comping fellow Sierra Leoneans then. If even you act na stone, you cannot fail to be impacted about the suffering of ordinary Sierra Leoneans. You know, even if na stone you get na at safe, you go say, wow, because you see people them. But it's not like saying that 2-3 people or 10 or 20 or 100. This is more than maybe 60 or 70% of the population so where they live on that economic scale.
Who's one which pass where you know say you come and get begging instead of you sympathize with them, instead you dance for them.
Well, but that's the elderly sad because when you think say somebody die, you go dance for them, but you just a fully safe because you say second for die. So you just think I'm saying
whether you get for die or not get for die, it's about especially the position where you hold, you know. Now it's very much sad, you know. Or when people they cry, say me are angry, instead of offending them, you begin to tell them it's not on the business, and then you begin play music. It's like we enjoy. That is why one time there's somebody that tell me say, we salon now we live like heaven. Yes, because for some people, not just that.
Yeah, absolutely. Some people where they Now the squad, they will live like heaven. But again, me they go saloon frequently. I'm thinking even if I did saloon, I get big motor car, I get big goals. My conscience not go clear. Because the next people near me, when me they see that they go through, you know, it's just, I think we'll get honorable back. But it's just so.
And now this word we talk so, now in Zainab Sharif talk with the arrest and so.
You see?
So, you know, like the society now two things. It's either them black are you, or when you see, then get other plastic day, where you see, you want for set. Mind your business. Because if you not do that one day, they must black are you. At every point. You know, so, and no exception not there to any person. And the good thing now, or the bad thing now, where be done there now, they don't make them very clear from. Even they not take over, so they tell you clean one, they will not be pay attention. Say now only Uda na 2 SLPP, Uda na SLPP and na 2 Sierra Leonean. In that they mean say if you na SLPP and you get case like where they allege say that musician where they sing for the right now, them light plastic pass somebody where they say go thief, then beat them, say it go next wall. The police come and tell you say they not get case so they investigate against the person. Can you imagine? Because what you do in a 2 Sierra Leonean na SLPP. But anyway, let's rest with Casey. Let's go back to Honor. But anyway, to get me?
Yeah. Una to get me? Because on the old network one, I get for change and back soon.
And I'll get you now. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry.
The card is say Emerson allow himself for go through grievance. And if you get grievance for anything, you know they get the best out of you. Even once now you do it maliciously, they know they get the best out of you. So then they be hamburgered to a very great extent. When I say target APC, take APC as number one enemy, and he was always there for destroy APC. You know, so then they hamburg in capacity and then they hamburg in performance, not the parliament as well. But he's a good MP.
And we will see like the one we go with, especially the 3 them, you know, even personally don't they groom them. You know, especially like the female member of parliament, you know, even in the absence, if you don't step in shoe for make sure say it do exactly what Emerson self can do.
Well, yeah, the female member of parliament and the other one, then 2, then they see Usa Emerson they see. And basically all Emerson actions, now then they replicate. If Emerson say una not stand, then they stand. If Emerson say una gonna do, then they gonna do. But whilst the 5 members that will form the majority of the C4C, then get their own view, with different from that of Emerson. It's very different. They also, you asked me about Dr. Samura in case.
Yes, in case.
Yes. Well, basically, we all know Salon in a country who side the court. The court, they influence the politics. So most times, if they want to get you, they're not able, now the courts then they use. I remember the election of the speaker. The election of the speaker for be done the first day, where the first sitting where parliament they get, according to the constitution. And section 83 of the constitution say, even if a member of parliament not subscribe the oath of parliament, you not take your oath it as member of parliament, you get right for vote na the election of the speaker. So not on the oath they make you become member of parliament, now the gazetting and the certification from ECSL, now they make you become member of parliament. So we get members of parliament them with the injunct, the court injunct them just before the elections. And you ask yourself the question, like for example, if Supermede pass something and they injunct and say, stop this thing, if anything happen, you incur losses now, you incur damage now because then tell you say stop this. They, at the end of the day, they can find out say you're not guilty of waiting the injunctive for, then for pay damage. Then for pay damage because they don't stop you say, left for do this first until we sort out more if not interlocutory injunction. They say left for do this first until we come to it we want, until we sort out this thing. Now, if you injunct MPs, then you conduct the speaker election. What if the MPs then they can't find them guilty? Then you don't deprive them, let them not participate in the choice of order for the speaker. Interestingly, we may not do with math, we don't do with calculation. We will forbid them by 14 votes. So the only way where they're able to recover for that 13 votes now for injunct 15 members of parliament. 15 members of parliament. They say they're not for participate. And that day they then go with policemen then at the well, then beat we members of parliament. We were booted out. Remember go at the admitter immediately after they don't whap on a ground. Then drag and the admitter. The same with Honorable Alukonte. The same with Honorable Emmanuel Saidu. Physically, Adenia's commander. Yes, now they get me?
Yes, now, yes.
Yeah, Adenia, the police commander, and I called them, they come in. I make a boy use my phone one or they get more calls than back. But I will use on this now. As commander they say, when the police commander yes, when the police commander they slap one of the policeman there. He pack and slap before we all. He tell and say you because you not team. Now I make her they tell you. Let you kick the members of parliament there. Now I make you know they do am. He slap him before we all. He say because the officer not team.
Wow.
Now make you know the kick it. You see, and then they bad for the country. Then they bad for the country. Then they know they send good image for the country. And remember, the constitution say, if you go to section 79, in the election of the speaker, then for vote 3 terms. Inside that 3 terms, they then forget 2/3 majority of members of parliament. All the members of parliament, then forget 2/3 majority. If they don't get the 2/3 majority, then they vote for the 4th term. The 4th term now, it will be simple majority of all members of parliament.
Yes.
Simple majority of all members of parliament. So that means say, if they vote the 4th term, you will for be speaker, forget simple majority for all members of parliament. And both the ordinary and the PCMPs now be 146. 146. So one out of 146, simple majority for don't be 73 to 74. Simple majority. But even the current speaker not even get simple majority. We go against the constitution for let it become speaker. So we find out say for let we get Dr. Abbas Mundu as speaker, na the court na help am. Na the court na help am. Because na the court injunct members of parliament and from the opposition. Then let's see wetin the constitution say back. Whenever you petition member of parliament, you forgive them 14 days for appeal. 14 days for appeal if they lost na court. But this the day when the members of parliament and the court say they lost the case. Now that same day they swear in the members of parliament they will get to 1,000 votes in a constituency of over 46 to 47,000. Now that same day they swear in. So there had been an initial communication between the court and parliament. Because parliament don't prepare the members of parliament, they don't go with them. Before the court, they give verdict. So you cannot tell me that the decision was wholly and solely from the court, also from the court. Now something where they all don't agree because how parliament for no say then they can take action against and exact the same number where they take action for now the same number of members of parliament them, where they don't prepare for swearing now parliament. So as the court they take decision, parliament self they do their own. So we find out that we live in a democratic dispensation where the court self they contribute for purely democracy. They contribute for purely democracy because now court now injunct the members of parliament there not for participate in the elections of the speaker. Even Kande Yumkela KKY himself no vote. He refrain from voting because he no been elect waiting they do. But today I say I praise the speaker, I say I praise the government, I say I praise everybody. I see now instead they say how waiting they happen in Salon, now Ukraine, Russia, now they talk for them. Like say Guinea no get Ukraine effect or Russia effect. Like say Ivory Coast no get Ukraine effect or Russia effect. I think now Ukraine tell me for change with currency. Now Ukraine tell me for go auction with dollars them. Yes. Now the bad economic policies the way this government take now put rules out this one. It make Guinea the kitchen between. Guinea where in 2018 before the elections, where you go with 100,000 leons na Guinea, then they give 150 Guinean franc. But right now you go with 100,000 leons na Guinea. Now 45 Guinean franc na they give. So it show how this government don't contribute for let we economy depreciate. Then they say na Ukraine. How Ukraine no affect Guinea, Ukraine no affect Liberia, Ukraine no affect Ivory Coast. You see, because now all in the minor union.
So the people we can't talk about them seriously, but we just want to follow you. The issue we still want to go back now the courts. The issue of Samura Kamara, then can't then postpone or they adjourned in case until July 14. When after the election, basically una they get faith una go there win the election. How una as a party welcome that news day?
Of course, women they expect say this case for Dondo long time. Women they expect say this case for Dondo long time. And no sooner we vote in Dr. Samura Kamara as we standard Biara for the
all right, you still watch we are in Salon TV
elections. They don't get a special immunity. No sooner we vote in, they don't get a special immunity. So to we know say one of the things that we SLPP mean they glad with, then say Dr. Samura no go contest the elections. Then go put case parent, then go ensure say they hold am, then go ensure say they find am guilty. But I'm sure with pressures from international partners, with pressures from the one that we elect democracy, then she say it's not possible at this stage for law will get elections when are unopposed. So anybody who really thinks say, President Biyo will go unopposed, the person was daydreaming. It was daydreaming because at this 21st century, where everybody in here open at the world, where nobody knew this don't person go unopposed. It was going to be the death of them.
Whether Adam Paris on the line.
Democracy in a salon. So to we. God bless you, sir. Okay.
Honorable, are you waiting the talk where they can at the phone?
Family, so wait for the honorable the clear line. Una they watch on Facebook, please una like and also una follow. This program the cards on a courtesy of We Are TV and Salon TV Live 1. Salon TV Live 1 and We Are TV. So now they watching on Facebook, please una like and follow as well. Honorable, are you now loud and clear?
In network still the hold on to them.
In network the old. Or you mute, maybe you need for unmute.
The picture say freeze.
Yes. And again, the discussion is very interesting. I think plenty of people they follow this discussion assiduously because again, what will they do so? Plenty of people they get sensitized, they understand, and also be informed. Because like we have been saying before the start of the program, I say the decision will get for make June 24. It gets serious ramifications. It either get for help with country or it take we to a situation where me and you go regret some serious one. So what will they do so? Will they watch them program here, will they discuss, will they listen, will they hear what they happen? But as they ask critical question, it's very important, ladies and gentlemen. So do you have a patience we not say the honorable line get small.
Yes, una sorry. I don't come back.
Okay, then honorable, welcome back. Go ahead. You be there on the legs. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, like how they say. So, like, we not surprised. You dey get me?
Yes, go ahead. We get
so,
you.
like,
Yes.
we not surprised with waiting happen because we know say this now the 21st century. We get people with them geared towards promoting and protecting democracy. And if democracy die, now any part na Africa, na problem. If democracy die, na any part na this world, na problem. So nobody no go sit down 21st century like this. Country day when opposition, then they give case. So anybody will mean the member than this say, Dr. Samura, I get case, so you know go contest. So the person was dreaming. It was dreaming. Because in a 21st century like this, where we get international partners the way they fight for democracy, they know say most of the life the way they don't lost in other countries now because of the absence of democracy. Now because of the absence of democracy. So they're not going to see say Salon as a country go undemocratic. So me means 100% sure say Dr. Samura will won in this election.
Look at this other thing on this same court case. The issue of in passport, you know, we've been there, America, the justice been say if we come like April 1st, for can hand over in traveling documents then. And we've been still side the court been they argue about whether they forget in documents, not especially because they for attend, you know, Commonwealth, you know, conference or so. You know, and then the prosecution then they say no, they flight risk basically. Technically, if you go out of the country, you know, come back, all of them things, and they, you know, so waiting at the status with regards in passport now, they don't give any word on that.
Yeah, I need for talk to the lawyers. They will know it's in current status. But would I go imagine say Dr. Samura will come on at this country, not come back? The next president, the next man where they run the affairs of the state, the next man we get forced to pretend over the affairs of the country and I go and not come back. Wow, you know all that.
Okay, we still wait for
As an appreciation to the judiciary for where them allow them, you understand? Where them allow them for run the elections and where them because one thing we may know they happen. Other you see President Bill, they all over the country, they go in campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Then Dr. Samura Kamara every day then they call in case. Every day then they call in case. You know, so women this year say now employ for let in our campaign. Now employ for let them stifle. You know, the thing that we said, we've been saying now employ. But we thank God, you know, that everything done with itself. It is on now. We thank God for that.
Okay. So Superman, we can go over, but while we'll take this
Yeah, Kelly. Yes, sir. Hello? Yes, sir.
YouTube and Salon TV Live 1 on Facebook, and we get Honorable ABDUL KARGBO, and me and SMBP, and of course Superman day with we at the program. Superman, today we just see you know, resignation and declaration.
Yes, one of the former APC minister where don't serve na different ministry them. Where now one of the posts will be they talk, but all kind thing about the SLPP party. Today we see in resignation and speech where they declare for the SLPP, they say him na be PRO for the party, but they not be even APC not be allowed for attend even NAC meeting. He not be minister. They not be allowed for attend NAC meeting. But now the same man this way say, we're gonna Lunge say 20-something million people in Alunge all ready for vote for SLPP.
Mm-hmm.
So again, what do we expect from short somebody? Now the same man this, where the same SLPP government they say, this man are the most IMP, and the biggest thief man na APC this. And man.
So,
Now SLPP they say
he do something. He say 20 over 22 million don't ready for vote for SLPP. So how many population we get?
If they tell you say that 7-point-something million.
So
just imagine.
Million come out.
Yes, it's like 20-something million come out. You know, but the man this way they say, but even the SLPP party, and again we'll push them over to Honorable. Honorable, are you now?
Yes, sir. Sorry, you not call at the get. We plan something.
Okay, Honorable, quick one again. We see one by the former APC minister, somebody where we don't serve as PRO for APC, many positions then.
Superman, I want to give this man, I want to get in position them. This man not been just a minister or PRO. This man have been presidential advisor, have been presidential spokesman, you know, or for Ernest Baikuma, all of this.
Minister
now,
of
somebody.
Many ministries them, yes. I'm not going to be waiting and call it. But this man, today we see in declaration. What do you think about the whole thing? Obviously, Honorable, I hope say they follow the Honorable Alpha Khan. What do you make of all this shenanigans what they see in relation to the Honorable Alpha Khan?
Remember, also we contest for be flag bearer of party. Now they behave so. So imagine if APC may not make a flag bearer. You know, waiting for them come out of the party. But you see, President Koma always sabi demand the way they are around now. He know them potential, he know their abilities there. You know, me feel say, we the young one then, we for begin land this. We for able be our party the opposition. We for able be not enough for make we change because we party the opposition. Some of you don't sleep na cell. Some of you financially they don't deprive we. But so no they go no side. Not to say they don't make advances so. Not to say they don't make one or two attempts to. But say no, we know they go no side. We believe in what we believe in. We stand for what we stand for. Like I say, if you play a record 2017, 2018, 2007 and 2012 elections, not in other way not talk against SLPP. SLPP na lucky party, na Lyman party, na this, na that. Then today na they campaign back with SLPP. So it's funny. That shows high level of inconsistency. And until we get less for do with them politicians than they with democracy, no go ever better. Politicians the way they wait for a better kind of party before they go. Remember Robin Fale? It was in SLPP when SLPP been in power. As APC cancel, it can mark na APC. As APC lost, it go back na SLPP. Then go they prepare back for kind of APC where APC they come so na power. So it shows integrity. It shows a lot of things. But like I can say now, God they make things happen. If Alpha Khan they not mean come out na Polok on APC, some of we not forever rise na the state because they were bent on suppressing young politicians the way they come up. They were bent on strangulating young politicians the way they come up. They were inimical to see the growth of young politicians. Now that make Polok always be a battlefield. Anybody where they no say you want come on and they fair way for kill you, fair way for kill you. I wish you go do that now na SLPP, but APC will all liberate from them kind politicians.
And now we get to better basically platform. They talk about the bad politicians. How basically, like Kobin Fale, you right. It moved from SLPP, APC to SLPP. It just clearly shows that in particularly not able for be a opposition. We see other people them like the Musa Tarawali, for example, moving in and out. Usai Power they study some of them day, including Mojo Kaikai. When we see this BNTM, we declare na Pujan district. We see one of the person way in like me surprise at na the former deputy caretaker Victor Bokarifo way in I don't know how for describe them because now be this person way even when they be in opposition at some point. Now the person is when I be non-mover. So this time around when he move, it just show me say it try for defend or protect certain things then. But now, what you they do? You then are the advisory committee of the APC. What you go do for prevent such thing from happening? Because until one party begin for take action against the other party, the other people, then people are so you know go stop. Bad politician, cross carpeting, like you rightly don't say like the Robin Fale and others, then they prepare back for come over the SLP APC, and then we get for begin tell you now about SLP not bad, but now the same cross carpeting and they pan every other day, What you wanna go do for make
1 minute? I they get call at the join on a gist now, just 1 minute.
Okay. So we basically want to know, from the honorable when they come back, waiting then go do actually for make sure say they stop then rubbish system of politics they have inside the country. It go important for me actually.
But before you go further, I want to comment with one leader will do something about him. This current leader in Kenya, where he take over, where he win the election, and what he said to the opposition, he said, you are opposition, and no can join we. He said nothing new. He said, una the opposition, una need for day. Una need for day on a party for galvanize on a party and always accountable. He said, if I encourage you on a camp, una the weak you on a party and opposition and the democracy no go grow now we country.
Yeah, because we say opposition voice die, democracy no day.
No, democracy no day. And it was very encouraging. When I get a particular president in Kenya, although now they get some challenges there, economic challenges, so on and so forth. But you go see the intent where he gets say yes. Do the kind of demonstration that happened. If Nasano arrest all man, arrest the leader be there among them. The opposition leader, nobody they look himself.
Yes.
You see.
So the question, honorable, now, what in una go do? Because Superman just the tell me about the Kenyan president. What he basically do for make sure say opposition be opposition and then voice be heard. They not for just move because another party win then candidate. What una go do? You then are the advisory, very strategic position inside the party.
No, one thing with me always they say, God they purge APC of the bad politicians then before can have power. If them bad politicians then are APC, they can perform hopefully because of the influence them. Because then a power no more they want. God they purge the party of the bad politicians them. And to me, we forwave them with both hands. We forwave them with both hands, let them go. Waiting no more, we not forget room for the again, can have power. Now we for begin set the example. Because we then go, can have power. Now then they become back, they round the party. Hey, now this they been do me, now this they been say, now this time. So now we as a political party for begin set the example. Say anybody with me don't go. Can have power. Let not come again. Law maintain with the one they will get. I believe so if we begin take their actions, then it will help for reduce the one they will this way.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable. I mean, again, family they watch we na YouTube and Facebook. We want to plenty. Thank you. I think say we got over 400 now they watch na Facebook. Probably close to 1,000 where they watch na YouTube. So the viewership. Okay, you see, over 1,000. So nearly 1,500 people they watch this particular program live, and all everybody watch us. So all about na salon na the diaspora. All about it. They watch we. And the aim of them program here for sensitize people and for give people them men see what's in the happen in our country so they go be well informed. Where June 24 come, then go make the right decision. That is very paramount. Also for picking them with generation and yet unborn. And this particular election, June 24, is going to be a pivotal election where we the Scalonians and get for do the right thing. Otherwise, we don't see now what can happen in our country. Again, honorable. One thing where other people say or people they talk at the forum where I want to bring out to your attention is this welfare bill where the last passed in parliament. What's your understanding? How that bill pass? Waiting all the day.
Well, firstly, the bill not a welfare bill. The bill na parliamentary bill. We don't change to parliamentary act. It gets most of the laws then because parliament not get law where they operate on. And any establishment supposed to get law where they operate on. So most of the laws then we govern the operations of parliament, they're important from different books then. Where you go now part 6 of the bill, then talk about the welfare of members of parliament. Most of the thing then they within other welfare day of members of parliament. Are they assure you say members of parliament then they get a right now? Then they get a right now. For example, the vehicle allowance, members of parliament then they get them. The facility. Members of parliament they get them right now. Then just want make a law so that at the end of the day it will be binding, so that nobody no go carry again. He say this sitting fuel I mean they get ready, me at the stopper, or this vehicle allowance so now they get me at the stopper. Waiting been dated for members of parliament. Waiting not been dated where they can add the now one the medical members of parliament they not mean get medical. And we don't lose 6 members of parliament because of lack of medical. Honorable Eskimo, he died on the 4th or so of April, just because there was time for pay salary. Now the 7th they been pay salary that year. He's sick. He was hospitalized at home. Now home then they treat him. Pepe doctor they treat him at home. By the time we can know as members of parliament, we say Lord put resources then together. Lord make sure say then carry and go now 34. It was late. Now 34 now he go die. We get honorable Panda when himself die as the same thing. Honorable A.O. Kamara when himself die because of lack of medical. And MPs they always get pressure. Where one MP they come, the pressure where they get from in constituents they not easy enough funny. So to me it was unfair for let MPs they not get medical. So for let them add medical to it, to me not to be a problem at all. Waiting at the problem now, some of the provisions the way they make for the speaker and the clerk. Say the clerk for go with a motorcar, the clerk for get up to 3 people the way they work for her after I don't retire. You go get 3 people the way they work for her when our government they pay, then for the pay and back big money. So me I not say it okay for this kind economy what we get. But for the members of parliament, I not see nothing new. Also the $50,000. Waiting mean they happen. When you be member of parliament, when you go for the first time and you left, then they pay you 40% of your salary until you die. So meaning all those members of parliament we don't do one term. Like for example, the one that we do one term in the last parliament, up to now then they receive something like 11 to 12 million on monthly basis. The one that we don't do 2 term, then they receive 23 to 24 million on monthly basis. So say then die, then get for receive that money. Day. So waiting that bill they say no, it's not fine for let them pay them till then die. So let them pay the one off, then that one off payment they go done, they're not go pay that again. Now they the $50,000 come, then they for members of parliament the way don't go one time. So that way they give that money, the government know they pay you again. No salary, you know they get again on monthly basis. You see? And not there for the one that we get for continue. And not there for the one that we get 2 term. Now only for the one that we get 1 term. So basically, if I can speak into that bill, now some of them things then that bill they talk.
So what thing they happen to the one the way they do 2 term?
The one the way they do 2 term, then get for continue for receive them payment.
Like that 80%.
Yes, the 80% of the salary, then get for continue for receive them. Unlike the one that win at 1 term, because the more way you get 1 time as them, now the more the burden on the wage bill they increase. Because you get for the pay the every month. And you see the turnover in a parliament. The number of people the way they come out and the number of people the way they go is so huge. It's so huge. So if you don't pull 80% of sitting members of parliament, all of the 80% then they get for the pay them every month. Any government will come get for the pay them. So now the bill is seek for address. Now that make them say the $50.
Una all been in a parliament that and they pass on it.
No. Let's tell you about that bill. Then carry it and force. Where they carry with members from the opposition, Alpha Amadou Ba, lawyer, honorable, it's snap and say no. He said it's not timely for law car with a bill. Usai clerk they get so much privilege. Usai speaker they get so much privilege. He said it's not timely. The economic status of the country not permit them, and the finances of the state not permit them. So for that day we be annul them, we cancel them. But as God could have it, midnight most of we know the na parliament.
So why would not been there? They're not being called every member of parliament?
We've been there in parliament, but it not been there at the other paper.
Yes, me say watch the order and not been there at the paper.
Yes, it not been there at the other paper. So now after some of we don't left because the parliament sitting be long, we did it around then 12, going to 1 in the morning. After we see say no important thing no day again for discuss, some of we been get for left and go make different arrangement them because some of women get their own party issues them.
And the
for
following
all.
day,
You see?
they will begin
Yes.
forget the annulment of parliament.
Exactly.
How they call them for lock parliament.
Yes. Then get for yes. So you see, so at the end of the day, they left for passer in the absence of good number of members of parliament.
Okay, so let we move now to the election proper. Now we don't get this right because they talk with the God. Oh, some of them are not there because we not want to take bad name, we not want to take responsibility. Now it makes some of them
No.
but now you don't make
No. It not be even then at the other paper. We always not been there, they not be even know whether it will come up or it no go come up. Because it was not part of the other paper. So we go because we were satisfied, say the issues the way they are the other paper, they're not contentious. They could be easily addressed. Now that make we left and go. And where we go because we may get some important party matters what we need for go sort out. Now bear we now they left for pass waiting in one pass.
Now we go now to
they
the election.
amend the other paper.
The election proper. We see inside ECSL do the voter ID card, for let we know that now the person we print the ID card it been take a long time before ECSL finally come and tell we. For let we know the amount, it been take a long time and the struggle for tell people and waiting at the amount of waiting and all. So still I can ask you this question. Waiting at the status now with regards to the final voter register.
Well again, as opposition party, we don't request from ECSL. Say we want to see the final voter register. The final voter register, the one we then display, it exclude plenty people that we register. Plenty people there. Like for example, one ward day na Falaba, we na APC dominated. Na 68 people they register. Where the list can 30 people they named the day. You see? So lots of names were omitted. And we cannot have an election where they prevent one person, where they disenfranchise one person, not for casting votes. So we don't ask ECSL because they say they get the data, then they compile them. We don't request from them, say we want the final voter register so that we see whether people then still they left out or whether people then they part of the process.
So we are concerned about certain activities where they go around right now with regards to the voter register. For example, we see on the social media one teacher come out and say in Pekin, now one of the Pekin they below the age of 16 years, they register them and then the only ID card say for vote for all that they want until we request and say he get the evidence now he waiting. Then people and they reach on to them. And recently we see, for example, the ambassador of entertainment, they tell where they made the register and not been inside the country, but at the end of the day we find out that he can't get ID card. We not been in the country within the register. We're not concerned about some of the issues. Then they say if then they one of them don't they come inside. Some other great development that happen behind the scene when most people don't go aware of.
Well, now that make we the call for audit. We don't call for we audit the voter registration process. And I believe say the party don't write a very strong term and we don't even make them very clear with the international partners that we for audit the voter register because as far as they now not credible. We see who side and they go to school then, go put the machine, they register school picking them. The boy will video them beat and say they want kill them.
Yes, we see that video there as well.
Except to them get for yes. When at school picking and then go register. You cannot
GSS
manufacture people.
For that matter.
Yes. So we as a party no go use that one way then display that voter voter register we then display. As a party, we know the user. We know the user.
So what think this will get for mean for the election? If una know how use waiting and the giuna. Because remember say people are always they go out they get away with things then. For example, the issue of the midterm census, the issue of a lot of things then they get away with. PR system. So how sure that they not just get away with this again?
Well, if they don't get away with all not so this election now, then we can get away with. Because this election they determine the next Sierra Leone. Anybody will want that this government continue. Now possibly not like this country. Or now possibly they benefit directly from this government. We see the kind of untold suffering where this government don't bring to people. We see the human rights violations. We see the human rights abuses them, And I'm of the opinion that we safe, no go allow them for do anything we get for do with these elections. We want make them very clear, say not to SLPP for control neck, ECSL for being neutral, and we as a political party, we don't stand with ground for ensure say ECSL be neutral.
Who stand this auditing they go on, because the election will defy again, and how long this auditing will take? And not go affect the date of the election?
Yeah, like I say, we get the elections management committee, where the leader then Honorable Chairman Majuba, you know, now they lead the elections management committee, and I'm of the opinion that now somebody will get enormous experience in election management, and then they look at all of this, you know,
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Famulemo. Honorable ABDUL KARGBO from the APC party, as we serialize with topics Sierra Leone Decide June 24, 2023. And we return plenty. Thank you. Now they watch we over nearly 1,500 people they watch we live from YouTube and Facebook. We appreciate you now. That's why they keep the conversation going. Honorable ABDUL KARGBO, as we almost they get to the under end of this particular program. We want to come back, but want to bring a huge controversy. When plenty of members and the APC members are not glad. Now this street rally where PPRC say for ban. What's in the latest state of play in relation to that street rally day?
You know, Major can smile because PPRC they attempt for ban street rally when SLPP then they parade with under the Nakono. When SLPP then they parade na street. I don't feel say, you know go able to convert na on side in rally na street. No, it's not possible. Una all the pull una close, una red close, una wear black close them first. Una work a full. Then una go na the site. Usa una they get meeting, na they una they go dress. So if una get even something them for dance, una get gumbi, una get them thing them for dance, una all they keep them inside bag, una wrap them, fine. Una hide them, let nobody no see them. Say una go na the side, na they una. It's not possible. That is not possible. In fact, the ban of street rally is not lawful. It's not lawful. Now, advantage PPRC want take. It's not lawful. We they talk about ban of street rally. Now, I will see you side and picking them the rally in the street. Woman and the rally in the street. Then call them from all the job there. They say let everybody left in job. They write letters. They say anybody will not go. Then go deal with them. Mandatory. Let them go. International Women's Day. All of a sudden, and go tell them, say, una law can't tell President Bill, thank you. They rally in the street. Anybody die with the rally? Anything happen with the rally? You see, not just because SLPP don't know them gains, they know say they don't get crowd. They know say if we come on the street, we take all over the street. Now that make the one deprive street rally. Then quotes like Nigeria, say Nigeria self them ban street, but it wasn't true. We saw videos of Nigeria where they rally day. It's not lawful. You know, they are no law, you know they. Law.
Somebody just remind me say that the platform say today I think that gentlemen they go for a nomination. Basically, yes. A street rally they do. So again, but let's ask this question. You know, say now PPRC can organize the timetable. Say okay, today na APC yon rally, tomorrow na SLPP, next tomorrow na NGC. If they still they persist, say they not go put on this thing on ban. How will this be organized? You know, if you say this go present a position of great, we're going to be very chaotic because you're not going to all the party and rally at the same time. You know, the previous election, then they share the dates then. So waiting now state of play now with the APC in terms of making this clear to PPRC say, okay, now so and so this get for happen because very soon the time when they declare say election campaign they can begin, now non cancel.
Well, not to say then they ban the campaign. Then get for give allotted it to each of the political parties. Waiting then they say, when they give APC then date, APC then not for march na street. Then for just go no more na a place. Like APC go say today na Kintom they meet. So then all for appear no more na Kintom. Nobody know for march na street. If they say na Aberdeen will they meet, we all for appear na Aberdeen, nobody know for march na street. But literally not possible. It's not possible. Because we see where gentle they go declare, we see the streets, how them in the rally at the street for going at the venue. So now so we say for rally at the street for going at the venue. This not to term where government they dictate so we waiting for happen. Not to term this. This not elections term. And elections them for sure, say street rally na part of the process. So if SLPP come out, they match na street for go, hold them. Not to APC they call. Not to APC they call.
Okay.
Not
So
to APC they hold.
two things and they will touch on quickly because we want for let you for go and people they want for ask you 1-2 questions. But the 2 questions, the awarding of the symbol, they don't come to the end. Of course, one person we actually gets a symbol for go back in the parliament for the second time. Congratulations on that. And small issues then they come up. When I be able to put everything in order, settle every.
Interestingly, the party no award symbol it for parliament. Even me, I no get symbol it.
Okay.
The party, yes, them shape the process into 3 stages. The first stage, now the primaries. The primaries, now then they vote. Where everybody don't vote now the various constituency, then they take the 2 people away win. The one we can first, the one we can second. Then they hand over them to the symbol award committee. It don't mean say if you can first automatically you don't get the symbol. It don't mean say if you can second automatically you don't lose the symbol. The symbol award committee get for look at the capacity of the individual, whether you go able to debate in a parliament, whether you go able to perform the functions of a member of parliament. Because gone are those days where we get people away now for knock chair no more and for knock table. We want people away go spice up the debates in a parliament. It will be a plus to the party. So the party get for subject the one that we win on that test. So if possible, say self something that the one we can second. Nine go give say you because of your performance. We are so pleased with you. You are the symbol of the party. Then also we get the gender. These public elections are all been passed. And I think sections 59 of them talk about the gender, 59B talk about the 30% quota for the women there. They say for any 3 nomination, 1 for be woman. They say for any 3 nomination, 1 for be woman. So some side and the way, like for example, for Port Loco, all the one that we can first now, all the 10 constituencies there, now man them. And ECSL no go accept them because it's the part of the Public Elections Bill, the Public Elections Act. Say you forget 30%. So every 3 nomination, at least 1 for be woman. PPRC no go ECSL no go accept the one they no more way then they go say all 10 man no. Okay. So the party get for fair way for car with woman them inside. Even if the woman and they no win. But because of the sake of we adherence to the Public Elections Act, they will have to be brought in. So now, like I say, it don't mean say if you don't win the vote, now you constituency, you don't automatically become a candidate.
Yeah, because I think we be the down there, so now that make we feel seen as the system. But anyway, thank you very much for clarification. Yes, lastly, when Samura had to do a nomination?
I go can't look the schedule. Somebody mean they tell me saying at the first bar or so.
Okay, but so I think we get time for look. Whilst we take some few calls. Then
Chamapia, before you do, I just want to honorable confirm one thing quickly. In terms of this, for communicate, the way they say so, Poloko, 10 potential MPs, all my win na man. How well is the party communicating this to all the candidates? And then no say so. You don't win, no. But tomorrow, then pull you and put tomorrow. Because that gets potential for cause plenty in our life. People don't understand them well.
And now last minute, because we see some people they don't begin to start people they spend, they not they give them.
Interestingly, most of the candidates there we win now city members of parliament there. And now we've self passed that law in our parliament. So we know, we are aware of that law. That law not strained to no member of parliament because we debate her extensively and we pass them. They be even go with something where they call safe seat, but then they will not agree. They remove the safe seat. So members of parliament, they will win, they know. And even the one the way they come on board, we are strange people, them we not been in a parliament, we win the first time as they will win. Then self-aware, so we get the 30% commitment. And the rule now that if we not do an ECSL not for accept nomination.
Okay, thank you very much. Go ahead, Olashemi Pierre.
All right, thank you very much. And we get 1,082 when you watch right now on YouTube with 422 likes. Please increase the like for we and share the program. And if you watch it for the first time, you're not subscribing to this channel, please consider for do so. And on Facebook, we watch Salon TV Live 1. We actually get 441 when you watch it right now. So please don't forget for like and share that page as well, okay? And if you don't follow that page, please consider for do so. Yeah, because we can always collaborate on certain things them we need for collaborate on, for lady information, reach your side for each. So we'll take few calls, quick one, 1 minute for ask you question, quick one, we don't want any, reduce the volume to set. Welcome to the show, your name and where you call from?
Me a concerned citizen at the call from the US.
Okay, concerned citizen, you have 1 minute, please, go ahead quickly and put your question or concern.
Thank you. My question, they go directly to ABDUL KARGBO. Ever since I hear ABDUL KARGBO and I see him on TV, I see him with a very high energy. Today being the very first time I see him with a very low energy. If anything wrong, we want to know, because is there a consensus where they don't agree upon say Madam you go a second time? Because up till now, we see anything waiting Samura they do. Even in energy today very low, so something is wrong. Please, we will let them tell you, because we cannot bear it to stand a rotten system of governance like the SLPP for a second time. Please, we want to ABDUL KARGBO, please confirm to me. Thank you.
Yeah, honorable, now for the take note of them, yeah. So you go.
Yes, I don't call for pen and paper.
Okay, so.
But astagfirullah, if I can use that word, this government, anybody we want for like continue, na possibly not like we country. Now, possibly hate people them. This government don't kill Sierra Leoneans them arbitrarily. They don't fire na Padembago, don't fire na Makeni, don't fire na Tombo, don't kill innocent citizens them. Then they both say back they don't repeal the death penalty. I go repeal death penalty, they kill the people them back.
So this government death penalty and count extrajudicial killing.
Exactly, way worse than the death penalty. Because the death penalty they get for find you guilty of the crime where you commit before they kill you. But the extrajudicial killing, no courts not the way then they ask you question. Then just they go no more than kill you like that. Now now.
And we see recently another presidential guard again. Pull recent video yesterday or so, where as well they threatening people them. So anybody will say let matter be no then also it will done in liquid.
Well that then they walk down so. Now they walk down so. But like we see, now the ballot box now count with them. Now the ballot box they go with.
All right, let's take more calls.
Gun not possible. The gun not powerful than the ballot box.
All right, so we go on the line again. Honorable, welcome to the show, Aggie.
Good evening. Oh my goodness, my favorite person in that whole parliament. Me, I don't call for ask question. No. I just call for say thank you so much, Honorable ABDUL KARGBO, for your tenacity. Thank you for the fetch you don't fetch, not only for the APC party, but also for the country. But thank you. Because if not for you, the country be ready for we. But I did not call you all the names that I can call you. If anybody ever tell you somebody they call you Trangaes boy. That means I can tell that Trangaes boy I do for me. And you remind me so much of my papa. The only difference is the papa not be land better book, but that been Kuba. So I call you the Kuba of the APC party. And you are the greatest of all time. I just call for shower all the praises them, and I hope say where APC come na power, you go stand for the people there, because now only way we rule well now go make APC continue for winning election. Thank you so much. God bless you. Stay strong and stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
We go on the line again and take another call. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you call from? Okay, we missed that one. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you call from?
Hello, I'm in a concerned citizen. I want to do that. Thank you for the good work. Fine. I want to ask Honorable one question. We really baffled. When they talk about this seat issue, you say they reduce it then at the northwest, but then they add seat then at the
the southeast. So one only honorable brief we small if they able to challenge that or they get anything for do about that, because this again it cause more problem, you know. Besides like the south they add seat and they reduce not the north. So they are only honorable to very small. We think how far don't go on that, everything happen.
Right.
So next, I want to tell you about the names there with the non pool where some people they go check for a name and they see name and all that thing and we understand say a lot of people and they win at the northwest now they reduce.
Okay.
You know, now they don't give people the ID card as well, you know. So we want to know they're unable brief on that. If they don't take any step or if they don't do anything for state them people in the back, at least let them vote.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, the last question, now that I want to make a clear say, ECS alone say we say a mistake they've been getting at the system. And they say they go correct them for the names they will don't omit. You know, they say they go correct them. Then your first question, now the seats there. Yes, of course. What they do, you know, say them don't do their own census. And the census where they do them, don't share the seats them all. But the seats them where they share the census not correlate, the census data not correlate with the voter registration we do so. So then say look at the census, then say no, this is not credible. So what they do, the number of seats that we been there in the 2012 election, that census way 2015 election, that 2015 census, the number of seats that we been there, they add them with the number of seats that we then get with their own census and divide them by 2. So Usai affected more now Western area. Western urban mean get 20 seats. Where they add and divide, it reduce to 16 seats. So 4 seats come on now Western area. We then go now Western rural. Western rural, they add 2 seats there. Then go now Kenema. Kenema, they add seats then there. You see? So like what they do, they add seats then at some places then. But like I say, the total number of seats then just increased to 135 from 132 for ordinary members.
Thank you. Honorable, I want to follow you to take note of them and let's just take 5 calls.
Take notes now.
Yes, 5 calls and then we wrap up quickly. Welcome to the show. Name and inside the call for just 1 minute. Thank you for patiently.
Good evening. How are you doing?
We'll try it.
Well, me then me na concerned citizen. First of all, I tell the honorable and that gentleman plenty thank you, Honorable KARGBO. Me really, I don't get question for him. My concern. We concern because the winning, it depends on this ID cards. We know then tell we say that grease them, we go print them, blah, blah, blah. But in the end, we know say that salon them print them. And they don't print over surplus. And we know what's in the means, ballot box stuffing and salon election. Main concern that one day. What you don't do for address that one day.
All right. Thank
because
you
we like to know I want to tell the rest of the crews, thank you. Thank you for all what you do. And God bless you.
Thank you very much.
I'm able to continue the good work. Yeah? With nothing over value. And most of you are strong man, you're not afraid. Let God continue for guide, protect, and bless you. Yeah? And the rest of the SLP, APC, help by God, and the rest of the APC then. We don't team up for police bad because SLPP they are brother. But this kind of SLPP, we don't want an asylum. We don't want an asylum.
Very much, my God bless
so
you.
now you don't want that.
All right.
You're welcome.
All right, so they take 4 more calls. Welcome to the show. Your name and inside the call from, please. It is the volume of your set.
Yeah, me like you call from Maryland.
All right, go ahead. You get 1 minute, please.
Yeah, I get a question for Honorable KARGBO.
Go ahead.
First, we say ECSLB say they get 50,000 blank card there with them print. Now they tell we say either ID card, no ID card, as long as you name the register, you vote. They don't get time for us ECSL. What's the importance of them blank card and they would have 50,000 blank card they would have print? They don't ask us well because according to they say election it starts from the registration. If they allow them guys they manipulate this registration here, trust me, ABC anyhow they talk, it will be tough for them. Me, I don't get no particular support too, but the way how things they go right now, you know that choice. Like ABC is not the option for now. if they allow SNDP to manipulate this registration card they are, you get for more than we.
Thank you very
so
much.
Yes, if you don't ask the other question, thank you.
Right, thank you. I'll take 3 more calls. But Thomas Josephus, even when they call them at the screen, you say with the pick call. When I try for lay, when they get satisfaction, bro. Let me go and take 3 more calls. Welcome to the show. You name and say the call from.
Yeah, they call from me, yeah.
All right, go ahead. You get
I want to ask you one question.
Okay.
Just want to know, you know, like when APC they come in power the next election, then going to be the same petition. If you get can take that same petition where SNPP they do, when they go voting SNPP out, parliamentarian out or waiting, if they get that thing in mind, when they get for come, because you know certain thing they because every I don't know what we don't use to now domain ways for this government we don't do so, this other government you can't do so. If it then says get that in mind, say okay, and so that we don't pull we say can go pull on parliament.
Okay.
Then secondly. Directly to the honorable. Honorable, I just want to know how you independent to be yesterday. If you be listening what the king will say, if you back you take the king advice you there and at home.
All right, thank you very much. God bless you. 2 more calls. Welcome to the show. Your name and where the call from?
Yes, Emmanuel. I call from LA.
All right, go ahead, sir.
I just want to tell Honorable KARGBO say in our one person we give hope for Sierra Leone. Because in kind of plenty. So dear, I want beg make you not give up. Make you not give up at all. You know, continue the fight. People will be all the best. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. One call. Welcome to the show. Your name and where the call from? Okay.
I'm coming.
Welcome to the show, please. Your name and where the call from?
Yeah, hello, can you guys hear me?
Will you hear you clear, sir?
Yeah, my name is Sulaiman. How you do? Honorable ABDUL KARGBO, now you I get this question for. Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Go ahead, ask your question, please. Sulaiman? Sulaiman, you did it?
But you don't lost to the man.
Actually, did, but I don't know if something your phone will use. Sulaiman, did you get to it? Sulaiman? Okay, I think it is instead of the struggle with in line over there. I don't know why. Let's see what we get next. Welcome to the show. Your name and where the call from, please. You get 1 minute. Hello? Hello? I don't know why. Let's see this other caller again. Welcome to the show. Your name and where the call from? Okay, I think that the line. Let's see this. Welcome to the show. Your name and where the call from?
Yes, we are. Good evening.
How you doing?
Yes, this is Augustine. They call from the boys' quarter and the yard.
Okay, go ahead. Give 1 minute, Augustine.
Yes, now 2 things I want bring come. Not to a question passing, just a concern. Since you get the honorable member at this point.
You don't go? Unfortunate for you. Okay, let's see this other one. Welcome to the show. Your name and where the call from?
Yeah, what a good evening.
You try yourself. You get 1 minute. Go ahead.
I just want to get from people that go there, the rumors. They understand this coming election. Like we're in the districts and so we're not going to forget and councillor or honorable. So we always see the district chairperson and the presidency that
All right, thank you very much. You get that question there, and I think it's very important. You know, for that we get on there for be addressed. You know, the issue of this PR system, how basically get for affect the whole system. I think that's the way we go on for look at. You could be the last bonus call, sister admin. Go ahead, you get. Okay, so we're not to take any more call again. Honorable, the questions them the one day where you not been there. We ask questions. Say if una self get for the little stone and give pattern because them pull una, them petition una member of parliament. Them if you una self una we una can get for the petition. Now the question anyway, where I get where you not been there.
Honorable, for me yourself. Yeah.
Well, interestingly, APC gets sorry out for Salon. And APC wale Salon go before. Because all waiting the man they are don't do it. You know, APC for all react for a long time. But we say because of the sake of the country, because of the love of the country, let we ensure say we not do anything. Let we ensure say we just go with them till elections be. Then we pull them with the ballot box. We use the ballot box. We vote for pull them. I not feel say APC go carry on this country like we SLPP run this country. If we follow SLPP for inch, this country don't done. The country they done if we follow SLPP. And some of we, now yeah we picking them day. Now yeah we people them day. We no go do something with tomorrow and go on three back. So I want to lay the person fears to say APC, not they carry on this country like we SLPP don't run this country. No, we need carry on this country. SLPP concentrate for fet APC than for develop the country. You know, now they tell somebody today say SLPP them flagship, not to education. Them flagship, not to education. Them flagship, not to Elto. Them flagship na blame game. Because all time, na APC this that even we fear not na APC get the fuel station. We this no happen, na APC this. We then protest this na APC. We then everything na APC. Inflation happen, na APC then get the markets then and then they go and sell. How you go one government always na opposition? So I will make a categorically clear. So we not go run this government like we SLPP run the country. Then somebody say whether people then go vote with without voters card because ECSF say they've been printing 50,000 blank voters card. I want to make it clear. Say we dey ensure say anybody will register, he get a proof say he register if for vote. Nobody they not disenfranchised. Nobody they not disenfranchised. And Uda will be no say not been this salon during the course of the registration. Now that make we the call for let them audit the voters register. Because now cow no more nasi. Plenty people then go they back. We know come salon. We no participate in the registration where they name the na the voter register. Then also somebody mean the ask say how me spend me independent day. This not the sorriest independent day. You know, you see, it's sorry. We make us say sorry when government lack the authority na in country. It's sorry. It's sorry. Because by right now, government will all for listen. Waiting government say nothing for happen. But now people then choose for listen an alternative voice than government voice. So government get a lot of responsibility. Government get for work on this for ensure say they regain the confidence of the mere Sierra Leoneans. To me, it seems as if the mere Sierra Leoneans don't lost confidence by government. Now I make way an alternative voice tell them so not come out, they know they come out. But me on independent, they are come out to I drive, I go McKinney, get some time they return back na me host na put local. I drive return back na me when I me self drive. So like I see how empty the streets may be, I see how empty every place may be. You know, the government, this is a strong message to government. Government need for land from waiting happen that day. For sure say, you know, people are on the lost confidence in government. Then somebody asks say whether the election are for district chairpersons and councillors they no more go vote for. We know they vote for members of parliament. I don't know if I get small time, explain the PR system to the people them.
Go ahead, yes.
Okay. The essence of the PR system, now, when they not do census at all, when you not get the limitation, you don't know your population quota, now you they carry the PR system. The PR system, now 2 terms, we don't use them as a nation. We use them 96, then we use them 2002. 96, the entire country now be one constituency. You they come, you vote for member of parliament, but a party symbol and they did it. You vote for the member of parliament, you vote for the president. When then they check the member of parliament vote, then the party we get the valid votes, then they shape according to how the party gets on. If APC gets 60% of the votes, APC gets 60% of the seats them. If SLPP get 40% of the votes, SLPP they get 40% of the seats them. Now so they've been do 96. And they're not so by district, so now the whole country. So then just the ask APC say una giwi una list. So the list they no one know whether na Bombali come whether na Kenema come. That list then by priority. Anybody will list the way in name the in just they go. The difference between the 96 PR system with this district block system where they use 2002, now that the district block system are by district, then they shape the seats them by district. In 2002, they're not been do census. So then give all the districts then the same number of seats, 88 seats, whether na Freetown now, whether na Port Loko now, whether na Kenema, all the seats them be the same because they not been get no census data. So then give 88 seats. Now all the districts them. Then how una they do now? How they vote for the party for parliament. Then they vote for parliament, then they vote for the president. Then they count all the parliamentary votes. When they count all the parliamentary votes, then begin sheba now according to the percentage that way the party gets. But we get what they call the threshold. The threshold for this election are 11.5%. That 11.5%, if any party score any number now in district, if that number the way score it not reach 11.5%, you know the mix for the shape where then they shape the seats there. You know they get, you know they mix. Then they pull you commodity first before they can shape. So the one that we get beyond 7.5%, 11.5%. So meaning if let's say Poloko win at 10 seats, you know, if not 10 seats, meaning if you get 1% now 1 seat, if you get 1% now, if you get 10% now 1 seat, you get 20% now 2 seats, you get 30% now 3 seats. Even if you get the 10%, because the threshold more than 10%, now 11.5%, you know they get seats there. You come on at the calculation and they pull you. And then Shebam amongst the one that way then get more than 11.5%. So now so they get for happen. So you get for vote for member of parliament, you get for vote for president, you get for vote for councillor, you get for vote for also the district chairman. But this trip na PR system. So now the party in logo now you get for vote for.
Okay. I think say the honorable don't try, don't explain to it clearly, and we don't understand. Plenty of you go understand as we go along as well. And the PR system that you go for talk about as we go along as well. And one tell people them plenty thank you. We don't kind of almost go over the time will be stipulate, but again, we want to tell you all now YouTube and Facebook, we're patient with, even though we get plenty challenges them with the connection, but luckily for we, the honorable be able to get other way for connect. And all year the conversation was deep and detailed and critical. So plenty thing them we don't understand. The honors on left so we now for we continue for sensitize ourselves, for that we continue for inform ourselves, and let we make the right decision. Sierra Leone now with all responsibility. Just like when the honorable and responsibility, now so now we own responsibility as well. We all get for make sure say we do the right thing. The time for vote for person just because now you brother on a come out the same village, on a come out the same tongue, or you be Sabian before, it don't pass. This now the 21st century. Nobody not get for come out some side can make salon for we. Now me and you will the Sierra Leoneans say, now we get for make we country. Now we do the right thing. Not for we no more for picking or grand picking them, but for generation no carry itself. To man and no say yes, them forefathers and do lay foundation. Look at country they move forward. Now German not get for make salon, American man not get for make salon. Now me and you. So now we continue conversation, now we continue for sensitize. We said so that we will be well informed and take the right decision. And also the idea for seminar mix for politics, you fall and fall foot. Politics encompass all we want to life. Where you gonna mark it? You say tin and triangle and politics. You begin school uniform no day or bench on at school na politics. Hospital no get medicine na politics. So that time for seminar mix for politics, it don't pass. Now we all mix for politics because politics are part of God. Now in they oversee all what we do. Now we own life, now we continue. So the time for them we make the decision, it don't come near. We not make the right decision for the sake of Mama Saloon. If I reach, I want to know all plenty thank you. I want to say the honorable ABDUL KARGBO, plenty thank you. and my co-host as well. I pass up over to Brother Shegbe Pierre. Thank you.
I think Superman, thank you. You don't do justice to the thing. So, what's important now? The message from Honorable Abdul KARGBO don't come out and it's very clear. Honorable, I will get for like I tell you, we get for do one the way we get for talk. Basically, you journey na parliament and
Okay.
How you go assess this parliament where just don't come to an end. So in life don't come to an end. And what do you think say we for actually do for correct some things them? Because not only for say everything will happen in parliament, this particular fifth parliament bad, but what do we for do for correct before for look at things them and not for make them better? So it go really important for we see how best we can able for get that kind of discussion and back up with the economy, yes, and how people for able for decide who that's good, because we understand say the president they tell we say APC not good for themselves, they're not good for the country, they're not good. So we won't forget how people for make decision. This is not the basic thing. So one more time, I'm not all you more than this. Thank you very much. Thanks to always to watch we 1064 on YouTube, and then on Facebook we get about 435, right?
Yes.
So thank you very much, and thanks for now continue for like and share the program. God bless we country Sierra Leone where we call we are. Thank you all very much. Honorable.
Finally.
Go ahead.
Finally, I just want to thank you for the opportunity. For this parliament, I do a thesis on this parliament. Now over 200 pages. I will recommend for less Sierra Leoneans then go for it.
Okay.
I show most of the weaknesses of this parliament. I show most of the problems them of this parliament, and I show how we the correct them. I compare 10 parliament them all over the world. I take the Irish parliament, the Zimbabwean parliament, the South African parliament. I even take Congress. I do a comparative analysis between the parliament and some international and local parliament as well. I take a look at some bicameral parliament and some unicameral parliament. We get the unicameral, now we get one house, bicameral, we get the upper house and the lower house. I do a perfect analysis. Now this is now over 200 pages, and then they go help Sierra Leoneans then for learn a lot about this parliament. Available. Currently, I get few copies of them. Okay,
so
where I go make
now how much did they go for?
The one the way I get, I'm not sure if I go now I'm in the gigi people them. I not do one for do business.
Okay.
But if people want, I go print more for let themselves get them.
Of course, a lot of people in the read, not all man, because you get for know that they read. So man will just want for all and almost say this I get them from Honorable. And not to down the want to all the people they read them in live.
Right. Or maybe you need to download that as a PDF format.
Yes,
then share
online. I'll put it online.
You can do online. Then you share yourself WhatsApp. Some of we can catch them and we will read them. That is
do that.
Simple again.
I will do that.
Thank you very much. Now, honor forget you again, Honorable. Those this time around, most people can say, they're not honorable and dishonorable, but still. Thank you. And the producer for this program now, Fatima Conte, and I actually produce this program. Thank you very much, Fatima. And I wonder why I not inside today, but still.
That's my sister.
Yes. All right. Until
bye.
One for say God bless you all. Thank you very much. With the left one now. Thank you, Superman. Thank you. God bless you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Brother Shengbe. God bless you all. Right. Thank you.
Okay.
Good night.
All right. Lastly, let's just tell us this song where they can play now, so you can go and find them na YouTube calling Sprat. Yeah, we left with Salon.
Due to special request and popular demand, the Jump and King must come back again with a remix. We come on a salon.